Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh. Subnautica. Were you expecting this? Probably not. So I'm trying to do a whole bunch of new games on my channel, in addition to Minecraft and some other games. I'm trying to expand my repertoire. Oh, look at that. What does this do? I didn't notice that before. So yeah, Subnautica. This is an awesome game. Originally, you guys have probably seen this too, but Generic B, a pretty popular YouTuber, he has a series. I think he's in his second season or whatever he calls it, but he's been doing this game for quite some time. And I've watched a few of his episodes, and I just got so into this game, and I had to buy it, so I did. I've played a little bit. I have about 3 hours in, and that was me just messing around, testing recording, and trying to figure out how to do things, and I'm still pretty lost. I mean, I'm not lost. I know kind of what to do. So we have a couple options. Generic B, he plays in freedom mode because you don't have to worry about hunger or thirst. I think I'm just going to go with the standard survival because it's more of like the intended experience, I guess. Maybe not. I mean, it's in early development, so we'll see. I don't think it'll be too big of a problem. I didn't have too much of a problem with food or hunger when I was doing my test world, but it is something you have to worry about. So I think we're going to get a quick intro. As you can see, there's a spaceship. Apparently we were in that at one point, and it has crashed. We're about to crash, so it should be an intro sooneth. Early development load times. This would be a good thing to optimize, yeah. We'll focus on some improvements to load times. There we go.
In the late 22nd century, humanity is beginning to colonize space. Before colony ships arrive, habitation vessels are appointed terraforming missions. The Aurora was one such vessel. During its descent, the Aurora was struck by a mysterious energy pulse, resulting in catastrophic hull failure. A single life pod jettisoned prior to impact. You were in that life pod.
So, what I'm kind of wondering is, were we the only ones on that ship? Because it said a single life pod got ejected. Anyways, here we are in our life pod. Is it nighttime? Oh no, it's daytime. Aha! That is the ship that we were in. Oh, one thing I need to do really quick. You guys probably can't see this, but in the top left, I have a frame counter, and we're at 120 something frames. 100 frames. What I want to do is enable VSync, and it doesn't save this. I have to do it each time I load up. Just because, if you don't have VSync on, then you're forcing your GPU to do a lot more than it needs to do. It'll probably get a lot hotter than it needs to be. And it's supposed to eliminate screen tearing as well, but I'm still getting a ton of that, so that doesn't work. But we are limiting our frames. So we were just on that ship. We can jump into the water here and explore. I guess the main goal, a lot of what you do in this game is exploration for one. Oh, we found a sea moth fragment. That's good. We're going to need that. And also resource gathering. So, got some limestone. That's probably useful for something. We can see ourselves. I guess we are human and not some sort of crazy alien. So that's a thing. I don't really know what these guys are called, but they seem okay. They don't attack you or anything.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
We do have to still breathe oxygen. That makes sense. Okay, let's go back into our vessel here. Is there anything else that we can get really quick? This is some scrap metal we can use to turn into, what is it called? What is the metal? There's some quartz there. Titanium, that's what it is. Open PDA. Aha. So this is our inventory. Our items that we could equip. We do have some titanium already. Metal. Here are some blueprints. We'll look at that in a sec. I'm just trying to collect as much stuff as we can for now. We can't take that. Oh, left click.
Emergency.
Okay.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, so let's get a game plan going. We need to figure out what we need to do. This is our fabricator, and this is where we can make pretty much everything that we're going to need. We have resources, basic materials. We could turn the salvage to titanium, which is really good. Gonna need as much titanium as possible. Titanium ingots, silicone rubber, that's used for plenty of things. Glass, bleach, magnesium. Our hunger, we need to find something to eat pretty soon. We could do electronics and power cells and wiring, which is really neat. Allows us to make more advanced stuff. The only thing in our food, our sustenance they call it, is our disinfected water. What do we need for that? Oh, bleach, right, we need some bleach. We can make equipment. It's going to be important for us to get a tank, so we should find some glass, which you use silicone, or no, quartz to make glass, right? Yeah, quartz times 2. So right off the bat, we're just going to have to find some resources. We can't really do a whole lot in here now. We have a storage pod. What is it called? Oh no, it's storage something. Open storage. What do we have in here? We have some lithium and a wiring kit, a flare. Okay, so you get random stuff each time. The last time I did this, I got a flashlight and a knife right off the bat. Like, a ton of good stuff. But this is good. Might as well take a flare. We don't need any of that. It kind of stinks. I wanted a knife. I thought we got a knife each time. So these, I think they spit out some oxygen. So if we're ever low on oxygen, we don't want to swim to the surface. That's pretty useful. So I think titanium is the most important thing. I should have figured out what we need to make a knife, because that's really going to help us right off the bat. There's plenty of biomes. I don't really know what you would call each biome, but I mean, you'll be able to see the visual differences if you go into a different biome. There's like, it's not really called kelp, I don't think.
Aurora, 0 life signs detected.
Uh-oh.
Lethal radiation levels detected.
Uh-oh.
The main drive core has malfunctioned. The primary dark matter containment field has dropped to 36%.
So something bad is really
continuing to monitor.
About to happen. Our mothership is in bad shape. That's all we need to know. And soon enough, the mothership is going to be having a bad time. So I need to find some interesting things to collect here. Quartz is pretty important for a lot of things. Here's some quartz. It's hard to spot sometimes. Limestone. I think the goal for this series for me, as for right now, I want to make enough episodes until I can make a Cyclops. Which the Cyclops, if you don't know, it's it's a pretty big submarine.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
There's also a smaller sized, like, mini sub, and it's called the Seamoth. That's the Seamoth fragment that we picked up. But in order to head down that road to make a Seamoth, we're going to need to make some other things, like a fragment analyzer, which is crazy. There's no, like, I mean, there is a wiki that you can go online and check out, but there's no, like, real steps. It doesn't really guide you. It's just like, okay, you're in a giant ocean now, and go do things, which I kind of like. Oh, we just saw that. What? Okay. That's probably not supposed to happen. It's interesting, though. Also, I want to know what you guys think of the sound levels, because I think it's a little bit loud, and this being an early development version of the game, there's no real in-game sound options, and I could lower it in my system settings, but I don't want to do that, because then it would, like, I would have to change it each time I wanted to record a different game. So it's not so bad when you start to lose oxygen. The worst thing that happens is you black out a little bit. So we're blacking out, but you can still, like, move around. It doesn't, like, take you away or anything. It doesn't kill you right off the bat, which is good. I don't think I've ever drowned to death yet. I really need some more metal salvage, and oh, these are good. What is this? An air sac? Yes. For some reason, so these guys are called air sacs. It's pretty cool. You just pick them up. You can pick up these other fish. These are really good for hunger. These boomerang fish. Take. And our hunger is pretty low, so maybe that's what we should focus on right off the bat here, is just some hunger and some hydration. But what I was going to say about the air sacs, they're called air sacs, but they don't really give you air, per se, I don't think. What you use them for is, I guess, purified water? We also need to make some fins so that we can swim a little bit faster. So let's go back, cook up this food, and try to come up with a real game plan. I just want to keep you guys entertained and not have to just stand in here the whole episode. So you guys get an idea of what this ocean looks like. Oh, and there is a day-night cycle. It is about to get dark out. Okay. So new creatures are discovered. We can eat something now. Some cooked fish. What I don't understand is the difference between cooked fish and cured fish. Is cured fish just... is it like it'll last longer? Because I think food does go bad if you keep it in your inventory. So we won't cook the air sac. We'll cook the boomerang fish, which is good for hunger, like I said. Uh-oh. And that's kind of a bug, too. If you move around the screen, or the inventory, whatever that is, it doesn't follow you around. So, here we go. Cooked boomerang. We can eat that. That helped out our hunger pretty well. But now we're going to take filtered water. Yeah, you use an air sac. That fish that we just got, which is strange. And I don't think a lot of these items that show up in the fragmenter, or the fabricator, are finalized. Like I said, this is early development. So our thirst is pretty good. We do have a couple more of these fish. Let's cook these up really quick. And then we'll go back out and try to find some materials that we might need. So I think that's it for our fish. Whoop. Not escape. Let's eat these really quick. Okay. What are we going to need? Let's go to deployables. What is in here? A small storage cube. That's kind of useful. A beacon. We don't really need that. A mobile vehicle bay. This is used... yeah, fabricates vehicles from raw materials, which is useful, I think, to make a sea moth? But like I said, first I think we need a fragment analyzer, and I didn't figure that out until a couple hours of playing in my test world, that you needed to make a fragment analyzer. Aha, fins. That's one thing that we can make. Silicone rubber. Which, how do we make silicone rubber? Quartz. That's odd. So let's do some of that. Oh, we need one more. We don't have enough quartz. This is one of those resource gathering games where you need one thing to do another, and so on. What about a tank? More glass, which is made from quartz. So that's what we need. Lots of quartz and probably metal salvage. And it's dark out. Here we go. I don't think this is like this sort of thing where these materials respawn after some time. I think that would be a good feature. I'm really not sure if that happens or not. I don't believe it does. So once you gather up these materials here, I think you have to move out. You got to go look for more materials. You have to be nomadic. Oh, there's tons of quartz here. This is really good. These things are really cool. These pink things. Let me... oh no. Our inventory is full.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I don't want to black out. But I was going to say, these pink things there, you can see they're all hovering around a rock. They're like little jellyfish-looking things. I think we could drop some copper. Oh, we don't need all these mushrooms for sure. I think you used to be able to eat them at some point, but not anymore. Oh, you get enough oxygen? Yeah, these pink things. You can take them and place them on, I think, anything. And if you get enough of them on these rocks, they're like, I think they're called floaters? Yeah, pick up floater. So I think you can take this. And if we were to gather up some more, how do you place?
Caution.
Right click.
Readings from the aurora suggest erratic fluctuations in the primary dark matter.
Yeah, like I said, our mothership is...
a breach of the main drive chamber may cause a cascading quantum flux detonation.
A quantum flux detonation.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, God. So much stuff to worry about. So I think right after we finish this episode, what I'm going to focus on is just getting like as many air tanks. You can make more tanks so you could store more oxygen on you while you're underwater. And I think a pair of fins, and then try to gather some resources. And then in the next episode, we can perhaps start building a base. The base building in this game is so cool. It's one of my favorite aspects of it. That and, like, you know, building sea moths and subs and the Cyclops. It's really cool. I can't wait till we get to that point. And then if you guys are still enjoying this series by then we'll continue it and we'll try to explore this game even more. And more content will be coming. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, this game, the developers, you can check a website called Trello, and the developers, they post basically everything they're working on at the moment. So like you can go there now and you can see, oh, they're working on, you know, this new fish, or this new biome, or this and that, and they're fixing this, which is really cool. It keeps me excited and like invested in the game. Inventory's already full. We have a lot of quartz. Let's drop some of this. If we can pick up one more of these. Pick it up. Alright.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So we can make some things for sure. We can make some fins. Some silicone rubber. Uh-oh. I'm blacking out. Alright. Silicone rubber, right? Yep, quartz. It might be wise if we make a storage cube. Good, we have some fins now. Excellent. And I think we equipped those right away. Free some space to pick up fins. What? No, stop. They're supposed to go right here. Just put them in there. So we have to dump some of this out. Or no, let's just craft this up or break down the salvage. That'll give us some room, I think. Whoop. Oh, I didn't know that. You can just click off and it goes away. Oh, that's really cool. Boop. Probably in the future these won't look like that, I hope. Probably a test or a in development sort of thing. Do we have enough room now? There we go. And we make the fins. What? Did we get them? What? Oh, no, we got them. Okay. Cool. And we have a ton of titanium. What was the other thing we had to make? We wanted to make some glass. Let's make some of that. One piece of glass. Aha. Tank. We probably won't have the room for this. Picked up tank. Okay. Anything else that might be really good? Radiation suit. That might make sense later on. Still suit. Reclaim moisture from the body. That would be kind of useful for us. So we don't have to worry about hydration as much. First aid kits. A rebreather. Absorb CO2 to recycle used air at greater depths. So how does that differ from a tank that carries breathable oxygen? Or do these work in combination like in real life? That would make sense. Pipe. A thermometer. We don't really need that. Flashlight might be useful. Survival knife. We have to make one of those right now. Super useful to have a knife. We can fend off enemies and gather more materials. Like you can chop up mushrooms and stuff. Or they're not called mushrooms. What are they called? Coral. Mushroom-looking things. So we have a knife, right? Yeah, it's in our inventory. Let's set that to slot number 1. Cool. Whoops. Number 1. Yes! It's awesome. Okay. Anything else really quick that we can make? Welder. That's probably useful. Builder. This is how we can fabricate habitat compartments and appliances. That might be how we have to make a fragment analyzer, which will then allow us to make a sea moth, which will send us on a whole new journey, and then we can do some real exploring. So I think I'm going to call the end of the episode here. Oh, it's a gorgeous day out. Awesome. So I'm going to go and try to find some more materials and try to get stocked up on food and everything else I might need. I hope you guys do enjoy this. I really want to play this game as much as I can. I want to see how far I can go in this game. There's not really a ton, per se, but more is coming, like I said. So, If you did enjoy, let me know that you did enjoy it by leaving a like, and maybe we can do a few more episodes and see what this game has to offer. So thanks for watching. My name is Skookum, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh, it's crazy. Wow. That is amazing. I don't think we would have been so okay